Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Paul Farmer here. This is Freedom Project Live, episode, what is this, 112? Episode 112. And what I like to do on these is share my experience online. I've been marketing online for 7 years, over 7 years, actually. I started in March of 2012. So I've been doing it for a while. I like to share what's going on with me, my journey, give you some marketing tips, give you mindset tips, and pretty much anything else I want to share in an effort to help you go out and get the results you want to get. Okay. Because I made a lot of mistakes when I first started online, a lot of mistakes that cost me a lot of time, cost me a lot of money, and really set me back a lot. So, and I see a lot of people making those same mistakes. So I do this because I really want to help you get ahead quicker. That is the whole point here. All right. And I do have some wealth vehicles below that I use that have been producing income for me. And you may want to check those out. The link is right below. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. So the topic for today is this. So right before I came on here, it's summer. So kids are out of school. And excuse me, I'm going to grab some water real quick. I was having this conversation with my son. He's 15 years old. You know, he's going to be a sophomore this year. And what we're doing during the summer, because he has kind of a short summer, because come July, end of July, he's going to have to get back to. He's in the band, so he's going to have to start practicing in the band, and it's going to take up a lot of his time. And the school starts again, so. During this short window, one of the things I wanted to do with him was I wanted to do, first of all, I wanted to teach him how to kind of manage his money in a way where he can start having some of his money grow. So by the time he's 18 years old, he'll have a little bit of money coming in. The other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to teach him basically what I do to earn income from the comfort of my home. And we've been going over some basic things like really just connecting with people, learning how to connect, learning how to communicate with people effectively, and been working on mindset. So those are the things we've been working on right now. And he's really picking this stuff up really quick, which is awesome. But I got to talking, and I kind of wanted to just go over what I would do differently, because college did come up. And look, I'm not saying not to go to college. If you have a specialization, if you have something you want to go into that is in demand and you have to go to college for, then definitely do that. Like if you want to be an employee, definitely do that. The only other reason I would go to college is for connections. And that's more in the Ivy League private schools type places where you're going to make good connections with people. But so I'm just gonna speak from my own personal experience. I was told by my parents, because they didn't know any better, that what I wanted to do was I wanted to make sure I go to college and then go get a job, and be sure to save money, right? Save money, go to college, get a job. Those are the main things that I was told, and I was never told. I never knew anything about anything that had to do with what I know now, like with mindset and sales and marketing, the whole online world, like it didn't exist before. So it's relatively newer than back then. So back then it was get a job, go to college, go to college, get a job, right? That was the main thing. Save your money, go to college, get a job. And looking back, and again, I'm not bashing college, but I'm just saying, and I've seen so many people with the same kind of story. It was a mistake. It was a mistake for me. And the reason I say this is because knowing what I know now, and of course, hindsight is the best sight, right? Knowing what I know now, knowing the opportunity that is before you that we could tap into for so little online. I never would have gone to college. There's no way. There's no way I would have taken out a student loan. But let's just not even talk about the money. Let's talk about the time, because time is valuable, right? I spent many years, not just 4 years, many years going to college, because my parents told me I needed to go. Okay. I got a degree in kinesiology, which I was interested in. I really did like it. But the problem was there were no jobs. I was able to get a teaching job as a PE teacher for a few years. And then that vanished. I was laid off due to economic hardships, like they had to make a bunch of budget cuts. And I was a newer teacher. So I was axed. And that's how I came into this online world. And some of the things I've learned, a lot of people go to college. And again, I'm not trying to bash college, but a lot of people go to college. Like it's drilled into them from the very beginning of school, basically, especially when you get in junior high and high school. It is drilled into them like you got to go to college to be successful in life. You got to go to college to be successful in life. And I just don't agree. I don't agree unless you are going for a specialization. But what many people do is they go and take out student loans. They work a bunch of jobs to put themselves through college, whatever, right? And they end up taking a lot of like not specialized knowledge type courses, but they come away with a lot of general knowledge, which is worthless, which is absolutely worthless. And you can be highly educated and know a lot, but still not make anything. So it's about specialized knowledge, right? And what I would do differently if I had to do it over again, if I knew about this online world, if I knew what was possible, if I knew you could go from zero, literally for like less than $50, you can get started in an opportunity. I mean, it's just ridiculous, like $50. And when I was going to college, I think it was like $1,500 a semester. I can't remember. I went to a public school, so it wasn't that much. Now it's ridiculous how much it is. It's gone up so much. But if I knew what I know now, instead of spending that money on tuition, what I would have done is I would have got into an opportunity and I would have hired a coach. That's what I would have done. I would have gotten an opportunity, I would have hired a coach. I would have learned from the coach or coaches, right, what to do. And in the time I went to college where I made no money, worked part-time job, sat in traffic all the time, in that window. So again, I didn't spend 4 years. I spent a lot longer. I spent a very long time because I didn't want to be in college. I wasn't motivated by it, but I went anyway because that's what my parents wanted me to do. My story is not the only, many people can say the same thing, but I went, but in that time, okay, so I've been marketing for 7 years now. Okay, so I made a lot of mistakes at the very beginning. I didn't know what to do. My mindset was trash. Like I didn't believe in what I was doing whatsoever. I didn't believe it would work for me, even though I saw people all around me doing it. I had the mindset of I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to force anything on anyone. I don't want to be that pushy salesman. I don't want any of that stuff, right? So I came in with that mindset. I came in not thinking this was even real, like it's not even legit. So that is where I was. Okay. So I had a lot of growing I had to do. I had a lot of fears I had to step into. And I still do. I'm still growing, always growing. There's so much. I mean, we can never tap into our full potential. There's just no way. So we're always going to be growing. We're always going to be pushing. We're always going to be getting better. But in that time span, let's just say it's 4 years. Let's say 4 years. Okay. You go to college 4 years. I don't know what it's going to cost. Depends where you go. I'm going to say at least 100,000, at least 100,000. In that time span, you could literally have started an opportunity online. Very, very affordable opportunity. Literally, I'm just going to throw a number out there, $60. It could be less. It could be more. What if it is more? What if it's like $2,000 to get started? What if it's $5,000? What if it's $10,000? It doesn't matter, right? Because you're spending all that on college to get a piece of paper, to learn a bunch of general knowledge, to go out and try to get a job. It's going to pay you $15 an hour, maybe $18 an hour, maybe $20 an hour. It's a story. But anyway, instead of doing that, what I would have done, this is what I would have done. Okay. Not saying you do it. I would have done. Would have got started in an opportunity. I would have hired a coach. I would have learned some simple skills and I would have ran with it. And in that time span, I would have been set up. There's no other way around it. I would have spent the money, getting the education I really needed. So what I want you to do, what I want you to take away from this video, what I'm saying to you here, and I don't know if what your thoughts are on college. I don't know where you're at right now. I don't know if you're working a full-time job where you're just barely getting by. I don't know where you're at. I know I've been there. I know what it feels like. But what I do know is this: there is tremendous, tremendous, tremendous opportunity. I would say the majority of people out there are making about $2,000 a month, and they don't realize how simple that is, how doable that is to do from the comfort of the home. They don't realize it, or they don't believe it. And, I'm a walking example of that is possible. I mean, way more than that. I've done that in a day. I've done that weeks, So you can do way, way better than that. But what I'm saying is there's so many people out there that they're not really taking advantage of the opportunity that's right in front of them because they either don't know about it, or they're too scared of it, or they're worried about what other people are going to think. And because of that, they're trapped in a dead-end job. Now, if you're in an awesome career that you absolutely love, no worries. Keep doing it, But if you're the majority where they don't like going to work, but they do it anyway because they don't know anything else, they're too afraid to do anything else, and they justify, oh, well, at least I'm just barely getting by. At least I have a job. You justify. There's no opportunity, really. There's no opportunity for advancement. You maybe get what, a 50-cent raise, $1 raise, a $2 raise a year. If that is not a reality you want, if you're reading the writing on the wall and you're like, you know what, I've had enough. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to go down this road. I mean, you're not even making enough to adjust for inflation, so you're really not making any more money. Again, some people are making way more, some people are making less, but I'm just saying, I know many people, they're making about $2,000 a month, which doesn't go very far, especially if you're in California. It doesn't go anywhere. That's like 1 month of rent. And they are just flat out struggling because of fear, doubt, worry, or they just don't know. They just don't know how simple it really is. So I don't know where you're at, like I said, but I can tell you this, all right? I'm a walking, breathing example of not knowing anything, literally knowing nothing about this online marketing world, literally coming in kicking and screaming and not wanting anything to do with it. It was a desperation move for me, literally the last resort. I had no other choice. If I can go from zero, having that kind of lack mindset, not believing at all that it's possible for you to go out and earn a full-time living. I mean, a complete lifestyle change could happen within a few months, within a year, within 2 years, within 5 years, complete lifestyle change. If you really take it seriously, if you really commit to it, if you really get plugged in, if you really decide to learn from someone that's proven to get results, that has a system in place that works, okay? That may not be me. I don't know. I can tell you I typically make sales on a daily basis doing what I do. I teach what I do in my VIP group, which you get access to when you decide to partner with me. If you want to partner with me, you click the link right below with the green check mark. It says my #1 income plan or whatever. I'm not sure what I put there. Vehicle. I think it's vehicle. You go in there, you get started. I'm going to plug you into my VIP group. If you want to do something else with me, you'll learn about what else I do when you do that. And once you're plugged in with me, once you partner with me, I'm going to plug you into that group. Live training, recorded training, my best resources. I'm giving you the blueprint. Giving you the blueprint. So if you really want to change your circumstance, if you really want to have a different option, have the opportunity to change some things, make some extra income, make even lifestyle change in income, I'm very confident that I can help you do that. And if I can't help you reach the goals you want, I know people to plug you into that can. Okay. Because I'm not making, the $1 million a month. I'm not doing that. I'm not there. I'm not there. I haven't hit that level yet. Will I do it? Absolutely. I'm going to do it at some point. I don't know when. I'm going to keep going until, but at some point I'll get there. But until I get there, I'm going to plug you into somebody that is there, if that makes sense. Okay. But I know without a doubt I can help you get to 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month, 4,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month even. And I know for a fact that is life-changing income for most people. So it's up to you what you want to do. There's plenty of opportunities you can choose from. Not everybody gives you a straight up blueprint showing you exactly what to do and really wants you to win. But again, completely your choice. Okay, that's all I got. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I do live videos quite often. I'm working to get my wife on these. Okay, so you're going to start seeing my wife here pretty soon. We'll probably be doing them in the evening, and she'll be coming on and sharing some things too. So we'll be doing like a couple thing, which will be fun. And I don't know if I'll do that today, but we'll be doing that soon. And we'll get a different perspective. You get a woman's perspective, right? It'll be a different perspective, which will be good, I think. I think that'd be really good. So anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Again, if you want to learn about the system I'm using, click the green check mark. And what I'm also going to do, I'm going to put a little card in this video where I break down my whole marketing process, and you can watch that as well. Okay. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. See you on the next one.